Hey everybody, it's Chris from Marketing During Tough Times. Thanks for stopping by. So I had a few requests to talk about how I started my company and how you can get started in moving your idea or dream to a business. So Wednesdays is officially Startup Wednesday, where I will talk about different things you can do to get your business going. Hopefully from just an idea to something that you can do as a side hustle to maybe something that you could actually make a nice living off of. So my backstory, I'm a guitarist by trade. I graduated from Berklee College of Music in 1990. And unlike some degrees, let's say you get a degree in accounting or you get a degree in engineering, there might be recruiters on campus. So, and they'll say, oh, we need accountants for our accounting firm, come join our accounting firm. Engineers get recruited. My experience with music people, getting your music degree is you graduate and you're just sort of out into the world and you just sort of have to figure it out. Some of my friends got day jobs. Often they weren't very good day jobs. Even though we were college graduates, we didn't know how to, go get a job. There was no class on how to get a job, how to interview for a job. We didn't even necessarily know that we had marketable skills, which we actually had marketable skills. We just didn't know how to sell those. So I moved from Boston to Chicago. I moved in with my brother Rob, and I started a guitar school. The opportunity I saw was there were a lot of guitar teachers out there because I sort of surveyed the landscape, but they were all like old school jazz guys from the 50s and 60s or classical players, people who were sort of ingrained in sort of that old school. Now this is 1990, so like think of superstars of that age, Van Halen, U2, REM. There was this new style of music that was going to become known as alternative rock, and that was popular in Boston, Chicago, Seattle. No one was talking about those things. None of the guitar teachers were talking about those things. I called them up and I, interviewed as if I wanted to do music lessons with them, not telling them my background, like a spy call. And I was surprised that none of them had any idea what was going on. They had no interest in any of that stuff. I was surprised that people didn't necessarily even know who Van Halen was because he had been the dominant guitarist of the last 12 years. So I definitely saw a niche. I saw a lane that I could go into where I didn't have competition, where I could serve the needs of people that were interested in that. So I made flyers, they were green, and I went to Guitar Center. That was sort of the big music retailer in the Chicago area. They didn't offer music lessons then. And I hung up flyers on the bulletin boards and I had some business cards made up. And I knew the salespeople got a commission on all their sales. So I handed out business cards to the sales associates and said, hey, look, someone in lessons is going to come to my studio and they're going to see my guitars, they're going to see all my effects, and they're going to try them out and they're going to want them. They're going to want to buy some stuff. Like people in lessons continue, it becomes a hobby, it becomes something they want to do. I'll send them back to you to buy stuff so we can have this nice relationship. They come to you, they buy their first guitar, you send them to me, I become their guitar teacher. I encourage them to continue taking guitar lessons because that's what I do. And along the way, they're just going to want more stuff. And so I'll send them back to you. It was a really good relationship that I had for a long time. There were quite a few guitar stores back then. They just sold guitars and each one had sort of a niche. And so I had relationships with all the stores. And anytime I had a student who needed something, I would send them to the appropriate store. Hey, you need an acoustic guitar. Oh, you need to go here and you need to talk to this guy. And so I had this going on for many years. For many, many years, my guitar school got started just through networking, flyers, your really super basic low budget marketing. I actually write about this in my book called Marketing During Tough Times. I go through all the different things I did that were low budget ways to build my guitar school. If you'd like actually a free chapter of that book, you can go to my website. There's a link below. Fill out your information and I will send you the first chapter for free. So it's been 30 years for me, actually over 30 years now. So I have a lot more stories to tell and a lot more ideas to share, from going from a person sitting in their apartment trying to give guitar lessons to in 2019 before COVID. I had over 650 students come through my office in 2019. Staff of 20 to 25 employees, support staff, managers, all sorts of things. So I really did take my business from in a room, just like the one I'm in right now, to a pretty good size office in an office building with employees, students, So I hope you find this interesting. If you have startup ideas or stories you want to tell or share, you can put them in the comments below and I'll respond to you and we can set up a time to chat. You can also click on the message button, message me, and we can set up a time to talk because I'd love to hear your story. So I hope you find this interesting and I hope you pursue your dreams and start your business. Thanks. Bye.